Joe's Butler hit 4 sixes in his 71 from 43 balls, Ben Stokes struck 70 off 84 and Ian Bell made 55 as England posted 316-8 after being asked to bat. Aaron Finch blasted an explosive second century of the series with 4 sixes in his 108, but Australia were all out in the 48th over, Stokes taking 4-39. It left Australia 3-1 up in the series, with one match to play on Sunday. Without rested captain Michael Clarke and his trusty lieutenant Brad Haddin behind the stumps, Australia lacked something of the ruthlessness that saw them win 9 matches in succession against England. Alistair Cook, having reiterated his desire to continue as one-day skipper, again looked an assured touch, striking 3 successive offside boundaries as England reached 50 in the 8th over, the captain's 3rd successive half-century opening stand with Bell. They compiled an assertive 87 in 12 overs, before Cook, 44, fell to a swipe in the 2nd over of spin from Glenn Maxwell. Bell continued the positive stroke play, although he and Stokes were both dropped by solitary slip Sean Marsh in the same Mitchell Johnson over. In only his 2nd match of the series, Ashes hero Johnson, minus his Mexican mustache, went wicketless for the first time against England on this trip, conceding 70 from his 10 overs. Having reached his 29th ODI 50, Bell, 55, frustratingly clipped straight to backward square leg in the 22nd over, but Stokes, who also made his maiden Test century in Perth, maintained the momentum, completing his first ODI 50 from 58 balls with a magnificent lofted drive down the ground for 6 off Maxwell. He was one of 2 wickets to fall in the dreaded batting power play, though Butler revived the innings with some clean, improvised hitting when he came to the crease for the 40th over, even outscoring maestro Eoin Morgan. A huge straight drive for 6 brought up the 50 partnership in 39 balls, to which Morgan contributed only 10. Morgan duly engineered some trademark boundaries in a partnership of 71, and when he fell in the 48th over, Butler scooped, flicked and carved his way to a further 4 boundaries in 8 balls. England's 316 was the 4th highest total in the 71 ODIs at the Waka and the 2nd time they had exceeded 300 in the series, but with Finch in full flow victory was never certain. Before the completion of the 7th over, Finch had amassed 46 with Sean Marsh, 15, before the latter was brilliantly caught by Bell diving to his left at 2nd slip. That stemmed the tide somewhat, but the threat of Finch remained. He brought up Australia's 100 in the 20th over with a gargantuan 6 onto the roof at Cow Corner, before thumping James Treadwell for another 6 off the next ball, as he recorded his own 100 in the 31st over. Finch sliced Tim Bresnan to Stuart Broad at the 3rd man in the 36th with 128 still required, and the dangerous Maxwell departed 4 overs later, but it merely signalled the arrival of James Faulkner, whose unbeaten 69 from 47 balls helped win the 2nd match. However, on this occasion he made 2 an edged a rising delivery from the combative Stokes, playing only his 14th ODI. 2 late fumbles in the deep underlined the tension surrounding Cook's team, but Butler's 5th catch completed their first international victory since 14 September, as for once there was to be no saviour for Australia.